type of person. I expected in return. I used to have old hands as a child. There was something wrong with my skin growing up, and I got bullied for it throughout elementary school. And kids wouldn't hold my hands because they looked old.
Oh,
So the teacher would have to hold my hand, and on class
oh,
trips,
bendito. Yeah,
thank
that's it.
and the kids would hold my elbow, or the teacher would have to hold my hand. I went
Your
through
kids are mad cruel, yo.
the assholes.
Yeah.
So
They don't think about what they're saying. They just say whatever the fuck they want. There's
they
no
don't.
feeling or emotion behind it. No
Nah,
thought.
You want to get like I want to add something to your old man hands as a child. As a kid, I had a lazy eye, and then my other eye was getting lazy. So I was like a cross-eyed, lazy-eyed kid. I was a little weird duck when I was.
you were.
Thank God for LASIK surgery. Thank you for modern science and for the creator of LASIK surgery. Dead ass.
That corrects.
Dead
That
ass.
corrects that. Lazy. That does. It fixes
Something,
that problem.
I got some type of laser surgery that corrected. I remember being 3 years, like 3 or 4 years old. I remember like holding, I had a Barney teddy bear or my Bugs Bunny one. I don't remember. I had one of those. And I remember being terrified. Like I still remember this as an adult. And I remember being mad terrified. They wheeling you into to the operation room. My mom's like, "You'll be okay." I was crying. Then they put the mask on you, you sleep. And then I remember waking up and then like my eyes are really blurry. And like my mom, she had like a little toy to give me. But then like years later, my mom's like, she was like, when you open your eyes, you look like the scariest child that was ever like created because my eyes was like bloodshot red. I was like, holy shit, I look like a devil kid.
Oh
But
wow.
yeah, like just imagine like a 3-year-old waking up with bloodshot eyes. Like that's scary.
It must be
It's
scary
like a
for.
little
It must have been scary for your mom too. Your
Yeah,
parents.
yeah. My mom and my stepdad were there. So thank God. Thank God for modern medicine and health insurance that looked out. But right now my eyes are straight. So God forbid if any moment my eyes go crooked, I will go do that in a heartbeat.
So I never thought. I never knew this. This is it's funny,
Yeah. For
but
real.
it's cool, man. Yeah, modern medicine.
I don't have anything that's similar to you guys, but I just been short my whole life. I've always had short problems,
But
short jokes, huh?
what did your teacher write on your homework when you were little?
It wasn't my homework, it was my report card, and she said I was immature in kindergarten.
Ah. Mine would be I would always talk too much. That was my thing on in class, and my mom would always have to when she would go to tech parent teacher. They were like, "Well, she's a very social butterfly and very opinionated." Like, yeah, that was me. And like I talk now, but I'm more quiet. It's funny how like I was like talked my ass off as a kid, and now I'm an observer of life and I'm quiet. But like I guess that's the yin yang of me.
Because you're an adult now and you could actually use your
Yeah,
brain
yeah,
different than a child's.
true, correct,
You can process things. Kids don't
correct.
process shit. They don't give a fuck about nothing. They
I mean,
just
what are you willing to be? Are you willing to have your podcast one day?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah, I would be willing to have my own podcast. When I was well, I had a little two podcast series where it was Blessed and Beautiful was like me, my uncle, and DJ Pone. I'm getting his name wrong, fuck. But it was my uncle, his homeboy that was a DJ, and we all teamed up on building a podcast around me. We interviewed Lex Scott. She was biracial, black and white, and she was running organization in Ohio or something for black representation. And I had interviewed her, and she told me how she was owning a gun. She would have to carry a gun with her all the time. Um, and she would have to have cops outside her house because she would get death threats at her house. And then I interviewed Big Pun's ex-wife. What's her name? Fuck.
Liza Rios.
Yes, yes, I interviewed her, and she's dope. and she told me her story. I don't know if that's still on YouTube or if there's still an audio recording of it. But I had so much fun doing it. Like I would love to do podcasts and interview people and real life stories, things that we can relate to, something I can't relate to, something that's new to me, something that I don't disagree with. Like I would love to have an open dialogue and talk about shit that people are afraid to talk about. Um, and just have like a real conversation. So yeah,
Um,
I gotta get my like setup straight and stuff. Like I'm pretty much on my bed right now with like a box, cause like, but I'm making it work. And the lighting works.
you make it work, but you got the energy, you got the voice and energy, and I think you do a lot better than us. We just dove in this shit. We have no idea what we're doing. We just said we're gonna talk and interview the most interesting people in our lives.
That's dope. And I think the key is just to do it and not think about it. And yeah, and just building content, because it's all about, and it's also like catering or finding the audience you want, the vibe you want. But you guys got your own thing going. And thank you for having me.